that you bestow your guidance and blessing upon each attendee. May we honor one another by keeping an open mind. Grant good health and safety to loved ones left outside this room, and bestow peace and goodwill to all of us. We ask for your wisdom and grace to use our talents for the betterment of others. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
Signing for today's activity is the chairperson himself, Engineer Neil L. Macaray. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. This meeting is now called to order. Back Secretariat kindly confirm if we have a quorum.
The BAC Secretariat respectfully confirms the existence of a quorum, and in this regard, the following are present. Besides the chairperson, Engineer Neil L. Macaray. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Present is the vice chairperson, Engineer Benedicto M. Cabral. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Engineer Benedict J. Sagon. Good afternoon, sir. Ms. Sofia M. Batilaran. Good afternoon, ma'am. And Mr. Napoleon Gonzalez. Good afternoon, sir. Also in attendance, Mr. Chair, is the end user probational member, Ms. Mayralyn Soriano. Also with us are members of the technical working group headed by Ms. Alfie Delias Perlado. Good afternoon, ma'am. The assistant head, Ms. Rochelle Andy Palapal. Good afternoon, ma'am. Mr. Paul Clen Eric Pubitampok. Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Andrew Panganiban. Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Adrian Patrick G. Andal. Good afternoon, sir. And Ms. April Lynn E. Oborgus. Good afternoon. Also present are several members of the BAC Secretariat. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Back Secretariat. With the quorum duly established, kindly state the order of business.
The order of business, Mr. Chair, is the private conference for the lease of one lot various printing machines, including supply and delivery of consumables with provision of technical support and services through framework agreement under NPO BACFAL 008-26 with an ABC of 5 million pesos. In this regard, with the request that the body acknowledge the presence of our prospective bidders. From Tesoros Printing Press, Mr. Noel Vitamay. Good afternoon, sir. From Holy Family. IAP Printing and Packaging Incorporated. Sorry, Miss Juliet Villena. Good afternoon, ma'am. Mr. Chair, we'll now present the general rules for this activity.
Proceed.
General Rules. During the conference, all participants are expected to follow the general rules to ensure an orderly proceeding. Participants are requested to arrive on time. Bidders' authorized representatives, who are physically present at the venue, shall register and sign the official attendance sheet, while those participating through online platforms must indicate in the chat box their company name, company address, authorized representatives, email, and contact numbers. Proper meeting decorum must be observed at all times. Participants are required to keep their mobile phones on silent mode, observe courtesy and professionalism, and raise their hand if they wish to speak, waiting to be recognized by the presiding officer before doing so. All questions should be relevant to the subject matter being discussed, and unauthorized recording of the proceedings is strictly prohibited. Failure to comply with these rules may result in consequences, including a warning for minor violations or removal from the conference in cases of serious or repeated violations. General
the three beautiful ladies present us for this afternoon are recognized. Please proceed to the documents.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aprilline Burgos, DW member, the presenter of the bidding documents for the procurement project, lease of one lot various printing machines, including supply and delivery of consumables with provision of technical support and services through framework agreement, with identification number NPO-BAC-PAL-008-26, with the amount of 5 million pesos, with the ABC of 5 million pesos. Section number 1, invitation to bid. Number 1, the National Printing Office, through Revolving Fund 2026, intends to apply the sum of 5 million pesos being approved budget for the contract ABs to payment under the contract for the lease one lot various printing machines, including supply and delivery of consumables with provision of technical support and services through framework agreement. Bids received in excess of ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. Number 2, the National Printing Office, through the Bids and Awards Committee, now invites bids for the lease of one lot various printing machine, including supply and delivery of consumables with provision of technical support and services under a single-year framework agreement. Bidders should have completed within 5 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids, contracts similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instruction to Bidders. The award shall be given to the bidder with the lowest calculated and responsive bid, LCRB. The following procedures under Section 61 and 63 of the same IRR. Delivery of the goods is required within the delivery period stated in Section 6, Schedule of Requirements of the bidding documents. Lot 1, list of one lot various printing machines, including supply and delivery of consumable with provision of technical support and services through framework agreement. Approved budget for the contract, 5 million pesos. Letter A, 1 unit sheet PED machine, 2 colors, printable area 24 inches by 36 inches, speed at least 116 sheets per minute. Letter B, 1 unit sheet-fed machine, 2 colors, printable area 20 inches by 36 inches, speed at least 83 sheets per minute. Letter C, letter C, 2 units sheet-fed offset machine, 2 colors, printable area 20 inches by 26 inches, speed at least 113 sheets per minute. Letter D, 2 units sheet-fed offset machine, 1 color, printable area 14.5 inches by 20.5 inches, speed at least 83 sheets per minute. Letter E, 1 unit sheet-fed offset machine, 2 colors, printable area 14.5 by 20.5 inches, speed at least 83 sheets per minute. Letter F, 1 unit web continuous for machine, 4 colors, printable area 15 inches width, speed at least 113 sheets per minute. Letter G, 1 unit web continuous for machine, 3 colors, printable area 15 inches width, speed at least 113 sheets per minute. Letter H, 2 units cutting machine, cutting area 44 inches by 36 inches. Letter I, 1 unit cylinder die cutting machine, cutting area 21.25 inches by 30.25 inches, speed at least 58 sheets per minute. Letter J, 1 unit collating and perforating machine, maximum paper size 15 inches width, speed at least 113 sheets per minute. Letter K, 2 units of numbering machine, printable area 17 inches by 15 inches, speed at least 113 sheets per minute. Letter I, 2 units of folding machine. Letter L, 2 units of folding machine, paper size 17 inches by 15 inches, speed at least 33 sheets per minute. Paper requirements, carbon-less paper. Letter A, 35,000 kilogram DAR CB 55 GSM 9.5 inches. Letter B, 35,000 kilogram CFB 50 GSM 9.5 inches. Letter C, 35,000 kilogram CF 55 GSM by 9.5 inches. D, 1,500 reams CB 55 GSM 25 inches by 38 inches. Letter E, 1,500 reams CFB 50 GSM 20 inches by 38 inches. Letter F, 1,500 reams CF 55 GSM 25 inches by 38 inches. Bond paper. Letter G, 30,000 kilograms 70 GSM 9.5 inches. Note, the technical support service and maintenance inclusive of the replacement of parts, repair kits, and other various consumables like printing inks, degreaser, gear oil, or cleaning chemicals, hydraulic oil, and other expendable chargeable in-click charges of the machine during operation. Number 3, the preliminary examination of bids shall be conducted through competitive bidding procedure using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in IRR of RA number 12009. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizen sole proprietorship, partnership, and organization with at least 60% interest of our outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines and to citizens of or organization of a country, the laws or regulation of which grant similar rights of privilege to Filipino citizens pursuant to RA number 5183. Number 4, interested bidders may obtain further information from NPO PAC Secretariat at contact number 8925-2182 or 0917-8155170 and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below from Mondays to Thursday in compliance with Memorandum Circular 114 Series 2026 issued by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. except holidays from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Number 5, a complete set of bidding documents may be acquired. may be acquired by interest bidder from the NPO BAC Secretariat from the date of posting to May 4, 2026, 1:30 p.m. and upon payment of applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by GPPB in the amount of 5,000 pesos. Bidding documents may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PhilGEPS and or the website of NPO, provided the bidder shall pay the applicable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Number 6, the NPO will hold a pre-bid conference on April 22, 2026, 1:30 p.m. at the John Silvanus Sledge Training Room, 3rd floor of NPO building. Number 7, bids must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee, BAC Secretariat through manual submission at National Printing Office, EDSA Cornelia North Road, Diliman, Quezon City, on or before 1:30 p.m. of May 4, 2026. Late bids shall not be accepted. Number 8, all bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16.1. Number 9, bid opening shall be on May 4, 2026, immediately after the deadline of submission of bids at John Silvanus Sledge Training Room, 3rd floor. Bid shall be open in presence of the bidders, representatives who choose to attend the activity. Only 2 representatives per bidder will be allowed to enter the venue. Number 10, the summary of bidding activity is as follows. Advertisement posting of bid invitation to bid April 13, 2026. Issuance and availability of bids documents April 14, 2026. Pre-bid conference April 22, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Last day of submission of written clarification is April 24, 2026. Last day of issuance of bid bulletin is April 27, 2026. Deadline for submission and receipt of bids, May 4, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. Opening of bids immediately after the deadline of the submission of bids. Bid evaluation within 1 to 2 days after the opening of bids. Number 11, the NPO reserves the right to reject any all bids declared failure of bidding or not award the contract at any time prior to the contract award in accordance with the Section 70 of RA number 1200 without incurring any liability of affected bidder or bidders. For the further information, please refer to Roy Leo Pablo, C. Pablo, BAC Secretariat Head, Bids and Awards Committee, from National Printing Office, EDSA Cornelia North Road, Diliman, Quezon City, contact number 09-892-52182 or 0917-8155-170, email bacsecretariat@npo.gov.ph. You may visit the following website for downloading of bidding documents, notice at philjeps.gov.ph or npo.gov.ph. Section 2, Instructions to Bidders. Section 2, Instruction to Bidder will be read on the most relevant matter regarding the bidder responsibilities. Number 6, bidder's responsibilities. 6.1, the bidder or its duly authorized representative shall submit an omnibus short statement in the form prescribed in Section 8, Philippine Bidding Document Related Forms, as required in IPB Clause 12.9. 6.2, before submitting their bids, the bidder is deemed to be knowledgeable with all existing laws, decrees, ordinances, acts, and regulations of the Philippines which may affect this project in any way. 6.3, the bidder undertook the following responsibilities. Letter A, took steps to carefully examine and ensure the full understanding and comprehension of the bidding documents, its requirements, clauses, and provisions. Letter B, acknowledge all conditions, local or otherwise affecting the implementation of the contract. Letter C, made an estimate of the facilities available and needed for the contract to be bid in any. Letter D, complied with the responsibility to inquire or secure the supplemental bid bulletins as provided under ITB Clause 10.4. Letter E, to ensure that it is not blacklisted or barred from bidding by the Government of the Philippines, GOP, or any of its agencies, offices, corporation, or LGUs, including foreign government or foreign or international financing institutions whose blacklisting rules have been recognized by the GPPB by itself or by reason of its relation, membership, association, affiliation, or controlling interest with another blacklisted person or entity. Letter F, ensure that each of the documents submitted in satisfaction with the bidding requirements is an authentic copy of the original, complete, and that all statement and information provided therein are true and correct. Letter G, authorize the HOPE or its duly authorized representatives to verify all the documents submitted. Letter H, ensure that the signatory is duly authorized representative of the bidder, and grant full power and authority to do, execute, and perform any and all acts necessary to participate, submit the bid, to sign, and execute the ensuing contract, accompanied by the duly authorized special power of attorney, board or partnership resolution, or secretary's certificate, whichever is applicable. Letter I, complied with the disclosure provision under Section 81 and 82 of RA number 12009 and its IRR. In relation to other provision of RA 3019. Letter J, complied with the existing labor laws and standards, in this case of procurement of services. Moreover, the bidder undertake to Letter 1, ensure the entitlement of workers to wages, hours of work, safety and healthy and other prevailing conditions of work established by the national laws, rules and regulations, or collective bargaining agreement, CBA, or arbitration award, if and when applicable. In case there is a finding by the procuring entity or the Department of Labor and Employment, DOLE, of underpayment or non-payment of the workers' wages and wage-related benefits, the bidder agreed that the performance security or a portion of the contract amount shall be withheld in favor of the complaining workers, pursuant to appropriate provision of RA number 12009, without prejudice to the institution of the appropriate actions under the Labor Code, as amended, and other social legislations. Number 2, comply with Occupational Safety and Health Standard, OSHS, and correct deficiency, if any. In case of imminent danger, injury, or death of the worker, the bidder undertake to suspend the contract implementation pending clearance to resume from the DOLE Regional Office in compliance with the work stoppage order. And number 3, to inform the workers of their condition of work, labor clauses under the contract specify wages, hours of works, and other benefits under the award, if any, when applicable, through posting in 2 conspicuous places in establishments' premises. Letter K, ensure that it did not give or pay directly or indirectly any commission amount, fee, or any form of consideration, pecuniary or otherwise, to any person or official personnel or representative of the government in relation to any procurement project or activity. Letter L, examine all instructions, forms, terms, and specification in the bidding documents. Letter M, determined and complied with all matters pertaining to the contract to the bid, including but not limited to 1, the location and the nature of this project, 2, climatic condition, 3, transportation facilities, and 4, other factors that may affect the cost, duration, and execution or implementation of this project. Letter N, ensure that all information in the bidding documents, including bid or supplemental bid bulletins issued, are correct and consistent. The procuring entity shall not assume any responsibility regarding erroneous interpretation or conclusions by the prospective or eligible bidder out of the data furnished by the procuring entity. Failure to observe any of the above responsibilities shall be at the risk of the bidder concerned. 6.4. Further, the bidder shall bear all costs associated with the preparation and submission of its bid, and procuring entity shall in no case be responsible or liable for those costs regardless of the conduct or outcome of the bidding process. In case of failure of bidding, the bidding documents fee may be applied in the rebidding for the same project. Furthermore, the bidder should be aware that the procuring entity will accept bids only for those that have paid the applicable fee for the bidding documents and office indicated in the invitation to bid. Section 3, Bid Data Sheet. ITB Clause 1.1, the procuring entity, National Printing Office. The project title, Lease of one-lot various printing machines including supply and delivery of consumable with the provision of technical support and services through framework agreement. The identification number, NPO-BAC-PAL-008-26. 1.2, the number of lot 1. Number 2, the funding source is 2.1, the GOP through the source of funding as indicated below for 2026 in the amount of 5 million pesos. 2.2, the source of funding is through the revolving fund. 5.4, the bidders SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, should have been completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and the receipt of bids. 5.5, the purpose of similar contracts, it shall be defined as 1. The bidder must have completed within a period of 5 years from the submission of bid an SLCC that is similar to the procurement project to be bid and whose value adjusted to the current prices using the Philippine Statistic Authority PSA consumer price indices. Bidders must present the combination of contract and completed within the same period, provided their value is at least 50% of the ABC. Thus, the bidder should have completed at least one similar contract amounting to at least 25% of the ABC. And B, the bidder should have completed other contracts, whether similar or not, with an aggregate amount at least 25% of the ABC. Number 2, classified as similar contracts. Lease of printing machines or security printing services. Number 12, documents comprising the bid, technical and financial components. 12.1, the first bid envelope shall contain the following technical documents, including the eligibility documents. A, valid and updated PhilJEP Certificate of Registration Platinum Membership, including Annex A of the PhilJEP's registration. B, original and duly signed statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract SLCC, similar to the procurement project to be bid as provided in the bid data sheet, ITB Clause 5.5 of the bidding documents. The bidder shall attach any of the following: official receipt, sales invoice, certificate of acceptance with at least satisfactory rating. Letter C, the bidder's original and duly signed computation at net financial contracting capacity, NFCC, must be at least equal to the ABC to the bid or committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC computation, must be at least equal to 10% of the ABC to be bid. Letter D, the bidder's original and duly signed statement of its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Letter E, duly signed joint venture agreement, JVA, in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statement from all potential JV partners stating that they will enter into a bid by the provision of the JBA in the event that bid is successful. Letter F, if applicable, original copy of bid security in the prescribed form amount in accordance with ITB Clause 16 and the validity period under ITB Clause 15 if in the form of a surety bond submits also certification issued by Insurance Commission or its applicable original copy of duly notarized bid securing declaration. Letter G, conformity with the technical specification under Section 6 and 7 of bidding documents and supplemental bid bulletin, if any, which may include production or delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after-sales parts of if applicable. Letter H, original duly signed notarized omnibus sworn statement OSS in accordance with Section 54.3 of RA 12009 and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of joint venture giving full power and authority of each officer to sign that OSS and do acts represent the bidder. Letter I, for the foreign bidders claiming eligibility by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to the Filipinos, a certification from the relevant government office of their country stating the Filipino are allowed to participate in their government procurement activities for the same item or product. 12.2. The second bid envelope shall contain the following financial documents. Letter J. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form with the proper reference project ID number and bid bulletin number, if any. Each page shall be signed initialed. K. Original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule in accordance with ITB Clause 13.1. Each page shall be signed initialed or initialed. L. If applicable, certificate of domestic preference in accordance with ITB Clause 25. Note, notarized documents, as indicated stipulated in herein checklist, must bear the complete details of the notary public as follow: A. Name of notary public. B. Office address and regular place of work or business. C. Validity of notarial commission. D. IBP OR number. E. Roll number. F. PTR number. G. At least MCL compliance 8 or as applicable. 12.4. The ABC is 5 million pesos. Any bid with a financial component exceeding the amount shall not be accepted. 15.1. The bids will be valid for 120 days, calendar days from the bid opening. 16.1. The bid security shall be in the form of bid securing declaration or any of the following. 1. The amount of not less than 2% of the ABC or 100,000 if bid security is in cash or manager's check. Number 2, the amount of not less than 5% of the ABC or 250,000 if bid security is in bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable LOC surety bond. Bid securities other than a bid securing declaration shall be turned over to the NPO cashier section for custody. The bid securing declaration shall be in custody of the Bank Secretariat. Bid security shall not contain any deletion, crossing out, expunction, or any form of correction. Otherwise, the NPO may reject such security if any intercalation, superimposition, or alteration affects any material information or further of the documents. 16.2. The bid security shall be valid for 120 calendar days from bid opening. 16.3. Substitution of bid security is not allowed. Number 18. For the submission of bid proposal, each bidder shall submit only one copy of the first and second components of its bid. Number 2, bidders shall enclose their technical documents described in ITB Clause 12 in one sealed envelope marked technical component and the financial component in other sealed envelope marked financial component, both envelopes shall then be enclosed in one single outer mother envelope marked bid, properly labeled, sealed, and signed by the bidder or its authorized representative. The markings on all envelopes shall 2.1 contain the name of the contract to be bid in capital letters, 2.2 bear the name and address of the bidder in capital letters, 2.3 be addressed to the procuring entity's bank in accordance with ITB Clause 1.1, 2.4 bear the specific identification of this bidding process indicate in the ITB Clause 1.1, and 2.5 bear a warning do not open before the date and time for the opening of bids in accordance with ITB Clause 19. To facilitate the receipt and clarification of bid envelopes, 2.1 outer mother envelope shall be in color red. 2.2 the inner envelope containing technical proposal shall be blue. 2.3 the inner envelope containing financial proposal shall be in green. 2.4 the post-qualification documents shall be brown. Bid envelopes that are not properly sealed and marked as required in the bidding documents shall be accepted, provided the bidder or its duly authorized representative shall acknowledge such condition of its bid as submitted. The bank shall assume no responsibility for misplaced or lost content of the improperly sealed or marked bid for its premature opening. On other hand, unsealed or unmarked bid envelopes or bids that cannot be opened or corrupted in case of online submission shall be rejected. Note, notarized documents as indicated stipulated in herein checklist must bear the complete details of the notary public as follows. Name of notary public, B, office address and regular place of work business, C, validity of notarial commission, I, BPOR number, E, roll number, FPTR number, G, at least MCLE compliance 8 or as applicable. Any supplemental bid bulletin issued by bank shall also be posted in the PhilJeps in any conspicuous place in the premises of the procuring entity and on the website or social media platforms and the procuring entity, if applicable, or such other channels as may be authorized by the GPPB. It shall be the responsibility of all prospective bidders, including those who have properly secured the bidding documents, to inquire and secure supplemental bid bulletins that may be issued by the bank. Number 19. The address for the submission of bids is through manual submission at the National Printing Office, EDSA Corner, Nia North Road, Diliman, Quezon City. The deadline for the submission and receipt of the bids is on May 4, 2026, 1:30 p.m. 22.1. The place of the bid opening is at John Silvanus Lich, Training Room, 3rd floor. The date and time of bid opening is immediately after the deadline of the submission of bids. 26.3a, the award criterion shall be determined as follows. As lowest calculated responsive bid or LCRB. 27.1, post-qualification documents may be submitted during the bidding, but this does not disqualify bidders who will not submit post-qualification documents during bid submission. Within a non-extendable period of 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the bank that it submitted the lowest calculated bid LCB, single calculated bid SCB, said bidder shall submit the following post-qualification documents. 1. When applicable, copies of contract or purchase order PO, notice to the proceed NTP or notice of award NOA, or letter of extension duly signed by the same individual whose name and signature appears on the original contract or his/her authorized representative, but with a corresponding letter of authority designated the sanctioned or endorsed signatory of the project stated in the statement of all ongoing projects, including those awarded but not yet started. Number 2, valid SEC registration or DTI registration. 3, bylaws as applicable. Number 4, articles of incorporation, amended articles of incorporation as applicable. Number 5, updated general information sheet GIS, duly stamped received by the SEC or any proof of receipt of submission made thereto as applicable. Number 6, valid mayor's permit. Number 7, updated renewed tax clearance. Number 8, latest income and business tax returns filed by manually or with EFPS. Number 9, updated and latest audited financial statement, AFS, with proof of receipt by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions. Note, photocopied documents submitted shall be initialed or signed by the authorized representative. During the inspection of the post-qualification team, the winning bidder shall present the original copies of these documents for comparison. In the event that site inspection cannot be undertaken, it is the responsibility of the winning bidder to present the original post-qualification documents for comparison within the post-qualification period. In compliance with the requirements specified in these bidding documents and the Section 63.3 of the IRR of RA 12009, the BAC shall verify the veracity, authenticity, and the validity of eligible documents supporting the PhilJEB's Certificate of Registration Platinum Membership, and all the other statements made and documents submitted by the bidder with the LCB using the non-discretionary criteria as stated in the bidding documents. This criterion shall consider but shall not be limited to the following: A. Legal requirements to verify, validate, and ascertain licenses, certificates, permits, and agreements submitted by the bidder. The fact that it is not included in any blacklist as provided in Section 54 of this IRR. For this purpose, the GPPB shall maintain the portal which contains the consolidated file of all blacklisted suppliers, contractors, and consultants. Letter B, technical requirements. To verify and validate the bidder's stated compliance with the requirements specified in the bidding documents. Letter C, financial requirements. To verify and validate the bid price proposal of the bidder and whenever applicable, the required committed line of credit in the amount specified and over the period stipulated in the bidding. Documents or the bidder's NFCC to ensure that the bidder can sustain the operating cash flow of the transaction. 31.3, the performance security shall be in form of performance securing declaration as an option if under a framework agreement arrangement or any of the following. 1. The amount of not less than 5% of the total contract price if the performance security is in guarantee. 2. The amount of not less than 5% of the total contract price if performance security is irrevocable LOC, or the amount of not less than 30% of the total contract price in performance security is surety bond. Section 5. Section 5, special condition of contract. One A, the procuring entity is National Printing Office. The supplier, 1C, the funding source is 2.1, the GOP through the source of funding as indicated below for 2026 in the amount of 5 million pesos. 2.2, the source of funding is through revolving fund. 1D, the project site is National Printing Office, corner near North Road, Diliman, Quezon City. 10.3, the terms of payment shall be upon delivery and acceptance of services and goods as stipulated in the call-up. 16.1, the inspections and tests that will be conducted are the ones issued by the NPO as needed arises. 17.3, 1 year after acceptance by the procuring entity of the delivered services, if applicable. Section 6, Schedule of Requirements. The delivery schedule expressed in week or months indicates the required delivery date, which shall be understood as the date of goods are to be delivered to the project site. Item number 1, lease of one lot various printing machine including supply and delivery of consumable with provision of technical support and services through framework agreement. One lot. A, shed-fed machine, two colors.
Wait, ma'am. Technical specification, the same as read under section 1. Please escape the reading. Just go directly to ito muna, the bottom portion. Tama po ito. Then, on section 7, read only the other requirements. Thank you.
To continue, framework agreement effectivity lease period, 1 year, delivery terms, delivery schedule. The winning bidder shall provide a detailed work plan, if applicable, on the delivery, installation, testing, and commissioning of equipment within 3 calendar days upon signing of the framework agreement, and deployment of machines within 45 calendar days upon signing of the framework agreement. Terms of payment. Payment shall be made on a per call-off or running basis and or from income realized by NPO from whatever source, example, excess income, aids, grants, congressional appropriation, etc. Section 7, Technical Specifications. Bidder must state comply or not comply for each specification and provide the corresponding performance parameters for offered equipment. Each response must be supported by a clear documentary support in the bid and properly cross-reference. Acceptable evidence includes unaltered manufacturer sales brochure, official specification sheets, product samples, independent test results, and similar documents. Claims should be backed by documentary support. If the evidence contradict to the claim, the bid may be rejected. Any false statement, whether in the compliance form or supporting documents found during the evaluation, post-qualification, or contract implementation may be considered fraudulent in accordance with ITB Clause 3.1 A2 and without prejudice the imposition of appropriate administrative, civil, and criminal penalty in accordance with the law. Additional requirements. 1. The winning bidder shall submit duly notarized affidavit of the following: proof of ownership or the right to use the machines, equipment, peripherals under Section 6. Guarantee that the printing machine, equipment, and peripherals shall meet the printing requirements and as provided in Section 7, Technical Specification of herein bidding documents, and that the parts needed for the repair of the printing machine, equipment, peripherals shall be available for 1 year from the receipt of the Notice to Execute Framework Agreement, NEPA. Guarantee of the availability of at least 2 or more service technicians as deemed necessary during operation. Number 2, service technicians shall conduct the needed preventive maintenance on monthly basis to ensure continuity of operations and to prevent the breakdown of the leased machines, equipment, peripherals, as well as the necessary repairs at the needs arises. A report must be submitted to the procuring entity duly certified by its representatives with pictures to substantiate the preventive maintenance or repairs undertaken thereto. Number 3, the leased machine will be strictly for NPO. As such, number other printing jobs will be loaded on the leased machines. Random and unannounced inspections will be conducted regularly. Violation thereto shall be grounds for termination of the lease contract. Number 4, the winning bidder shall insure all the leased machines, equipment, peripherals, and related materials with a reputable insurance company for the duration of the terms of the lease to recompense and compensate NPO for any probable damage as a result of fire, earthquake, floods, civil disturbance, theft, and vandalism. Failure to obtain such insurance shall render the bidder liable for any loss or damage resulting therefrom and shall thereby indemnify NPO for any and all loss or damage it may incur as a result of such failure to obtain insurance. The bidder shall provide a certification as proof of its compliance to the above-mentioned condition requirements. Number 5, the replacement of spare parts shall be for the account of the winning bidder. Number 6, in the event of deficiency and or shortage of the consumable, all paper supplies and materials, units, bottles of ink, and the like as indicated in the bidding documents. The supplementary requirements necessary for the completion of the projects shall be provided by the winning bidder and no additional costs to NPO. Number 7, upon the completion of the job or project, on or the termination, expiration of a contract, whichever comes first, the supplier lessor shall return and or turn over to the NPO all materials and or consumables related to the production, ink, use plates, plats, and the like. Section 8, Philippine Bidding Documents Related Form. Mr. Chair, that concludes the presentation of the bidding documents.
Thank you very much, Ma'am April. Okay. Questions from the prospective bidders? Sir, from Tesoro? From Advance, ma'am? From Biz Farms? Okay. Thank you very much for attending this pre-bid conference. The bidding documents will be made available until the submission and opening of bids. And after this pre-bid conference, if you have any questions, just go directly to the back secretariat for any assistance. Thank you, and you are now excused. TWG, for the recommendation.
The TWG has no comment and clarification regarding the project.
So no revision will be made. No supplemental bid bulletin. Okay. Thank you very much. Sige ma'am, okay na. Isang minuto na lang. Nagpirma na po tayo ng, thank you ma'am. Pumirma na tayo ng ating security, and doon sa back resolution, mayroon ding another back resolution for the extension of services for 1 month. So, nilagay ko na lang dyan sa other matters na nag-discuss tayo dito. So, baga nag-agree tayo kasi pumirma na po tayo. Okay. Thank you. Adjournment.
The back secretariat respectfully recommends the adjournment of the proceedings, Mr. Chair.
The back secretariat recommends for the adjournment of the activity. Any motion from the members of the back?
I move to adopt the recommendation made by the back secretary, Mr. Chair.
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? Hearing none, the activity is hereby adjourned at exactly 2:25 in the afternoon. Thank you very much.